Scorpio, hey, welcome into Tropical Tarot. My name's Chris. I'm going to be doing your reading today. If you're new, welcome in. Thank you so much for giving me a shot. If you're a returning Tropical Tarot person, welcome back. I really appreciate you. All the likes, comments, subscribes on Facebook and Insta and on YouTube. Your comments have been amazing. Thank you so much. This is a reading for Scorpio. It's going to be for the second week in April. It's from the 11th through the 17th. And we're just going to get right into it for you. So, what's up with Scorpio? For the Oracle, in the past, you got flexible. Current situation is by the book. And in the future, you got clean it up. So, you're going to have to clean up something, Scorpio. Alright, in the past, you've got Judgment, and then the Eight of Cups, and then the King of Pentacles. Current situation is the Nine of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Fool. In the future, you got the Lovers card, the Two of Cups, and the Two of Swords. Ooh, interesting. And I remember that your reading last week was really interesting, too. Overall energy for the reading is the Queen of Cups. And the way I'm going to take this Queen of Cups is overly emotional. That's the way the whole thing, I think, is overly emotional. Like, just centered in emotion, focused on emotion. There's something about this Queen of Cups that makes me think that it's going over the past, going over the past, going over the past. Fondly, though. That just came to me. Fondly. Looking at it fondly. Alrighty, so in the past, you have Judgment. Judgment is an accepting of what came before. It's kind of coming to God moment and realizing your part in things. I would say the Judgment card is about radical acceptance of your present situation, where you got, like, how you got there, the whole deal. I feel like you came into radical acceptance about something. Let's clarify what it was. I assume it's about love, just because I see the rest of your reading. So let's see. Let's clarify the Judgment card for Scorpio in the past. What was this Judgment about? Ooh, oh. Knight of Swords, Ten of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, so I take this as that you have a reckless person that you're dealing with. Reckless, not like, well, you can take reckless however you want, but a reckless, immature person that caused you, that you feel like they stabbed you in the back, and you also feel like that that you can't sleep at night, that you have a whole bunch of stuff on your mind, and so you just came into this big acceptance that this guy was always going to be immature, that you were always going to feel like you have 10 swords in your back, and that, you know, that this isn't going to get any better. I think that's what you realized, and that you left. So sometime before week 2 in April, that I think you came to an acceptance of definitely a relationship that just you no longer wanted. The cycle was over. This Eight of Cups is, you know, this is, you built love with somebody, but it wasn't that full thing, right? It wasn't what you dreamed of. There were parts of it that were missing. Maybe they didn't give you exactly what you thought that you needed from a person, and so you walked away. It just got to 80%. You were just like, you know what? I want 100%. And I think you're walking, what you're trying to walk, what you want, what you're trying to walk towards is the King of Pentacles, right? So you don't want this immature air energy that you had in the past. You want somebody, this King of Pentacles, dude, he's the CEO, he's the banker, he's the one that does not get up out of his chair unless it's going to make him money. So I feel like you've recognized that this person that you've dealt with in the past is going to bring you nothing but trouble. Right? We'll just put it like that. Well, not in tarot terms, but just bringing you junk. and you're going to walk away. But I feel like what you're walking towards is stability, and you may be walking towards a Taurus. And this situation that happened in the past, this flexible card, I love it, but when you actually get the card, it's kind of difficult. So flexible is the universe saying during this week above, for in the past, this past situation, Spirit was saying you need to be flexible. Not just flexible, but you need to be flexible as a palm tree in a hurricane. That's a lot of flexibility right there. So I feel like you had to bend. You had to really bend in order to get away from this thing and move towards your stability. So then we get into April week 2. And this is the 11th through the 17th. So I feel like for the Scorpio that this is for, I feel like you're just going to be sort of embracing you this week. You're really going to be honing in on what makes you happy. This 9 of Pentacles is, this is independence right here. This is not just independence, but financial independence. This lady knows her worth. She knows her worth, and she's enjoying it. And so in this 11th through the 17th, April week 2, you're going to be just accepting of who you are. And I do see you as abundant here. 9 of Pentacles, this in the Radiant Wise Tarot, she has a falcon on her arm. Not in this particular deck, but in the Radiant Wise one, she has a falcon on her arm. And the reason that she has a falcon on her arm is because only rich people got to play with those falcons. Like, nobody's going to have a falcon in their house to just play with, right? So you've achieved some level of stability, whether you recognize it or not. You've achieved some stability, and it's only through yourself. It's not attached to somebody else. And the High Priestess here, anytime I do a big reading like this, the middle card's always you. And right now you're showing up as the High Priestess. This is your intuition. This is card number 2, which is really card number 3 because they start with 0, which you got that one too. So the High Priestess is your intuition. This is trust in your gut. This tells me that if I ask you about this situation, probably this whole reading, you know what this is about. You know what this reading's about. You have a really good understanding of it. So I think your intuition's going to be really high within that week. And I think that you're going to be willing to take a step in a new direction. Because I think you're embracing the stability that you have. You're embracing your intuition, and you're just saying, you know what? I don't care which direction I go, but I just want to do something. I just want to do something different than all this other stuff. And in order to get what you want from the 11th through the 17th, you need to go by the book. You need to do the next right thing. So, everything that you do in this week, just do the next right thing, the next right thing, the next right thing. And you'll be fine. You have the Fool next to the High Priestess. The Fool is a beautiful card. So it's card 0. So it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, yada, yada, yada. But the reason I think that they gave it number 0 is because this isn't saying I'm going to take a step and go in this direction. This just says, hey, I just want to do whatever. Like, I just want something new. And I feel like you're just stepping off into something new, saying, hey, I'm just going to start something. I don't know. So we get to this final row, and I would say that this is, if you thought what you went through before was a coming to God moment, this is a coming to God moment. I feel like the thing that you was causing you the sleepless nights, the judgment, the thing that you walked away from, it's going to come back. Because you won't make a decision about it. It's love. A lot of love. To be honest, I've never seen the Lovers and the Two of Cups right next to each other. So we're going to go into this, I want to clarify the Lovers card in the future for Scorpio, please. Lovers in the future for Scorpio. What's going on with this card? Queen of Cups, she's here again. Sun, Queen of Wands. You spent a lot of time thinking about the emotions of this relationship. This is a relationship that I feel like you've had before. I feel like this is the same thing that you were dealing with up here because of the clean it up. So basically, it's very clear. Lovers, Two of Cups, Two of Swords. You really want to make this work with somebody, but you just can't make a decision. And when I clarified the Lovers, I got the Queen of Cups, which was here again. I told you in the beginning of this reading that I really felt like somebody was just overly emotional. So we go from, when I clarify the Lovers, right, we go from overly emotional to seeing things clearly, being able to see this situation clearly, and then just do it. Like, you have this action of just do what you want to do, or do something. Here's that, oh, remember when I talked about the Nine of Pentacles up here? She's here again. So I would definitely say that's a sign to, when you deal with this thing that comes up, this love situation that you don't want to make a decision about, you'd rather sit on a rock and hold two swords up in the sky. Two huge swords, imagine how much they weigh. You'd rather sit on that rock and blindfold yourself than to make a decision about this thing, about this love. That's what it is. But what I'm trying to say now is that this card right here, right now, is this card. And I need you, Scorpio, to embrace your own stability. That is the overall message. And there's the Falcon I was talking about. So we'll just put that one over there. I'm going to clarify the Two of Swords in the future for Scorpio as well. Clarifying the Two of Swords. What do we get? Ooh. All right, let's just do it like this. Clarifying the Two of Swords, what do we get? Two of Pentacles. You go from holding two swords up in the air to trying to juggle two things at once. And then the King of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. I'm just gonna say this. You're trying to balance passion with stability. To me, that makes sense. Just think about it. I feel like I'm gonna do one more. And I kept telling myself I wasn't gonna do one more. I'm not gonna clarify the Two of Cups. I kept saying that. I'm not gonna clarify the Two of Cups, but I'm gonna clarify it. Clarifying the Two of Cups. Ace of Wands. Four of Pentacles. And Eight of Swords. Okay. So for sure, you need to clean up this old situation, and it is the same thing as the past. That's why I clarified so much down here, is because I wanted to really understand, is this the old thing or is this something new? And this is the old thing, because this, remember, you've got the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. I just pulled out the Eight of Swords. So you've got 8, 9, 10. You're almost at the end of a cycle. Here's an 8, here's a 9. You've done this before. Okay. I'm going to stay consistent about my message. You need to clean up this junk from the past. You need to clean up this other situation. This is the clean it up card. So you need to clean up this old thing in the past. I would say make a decision. That's going to be your hardest thing to do, is because you just do not want to make a decision. You have this energy of, I want to go in a new direction. I'm fully empowered. I allow abundance into my life. But in this love situation, you are all mixed up. It's almost like this whole you leaving thing was just so you could open it back up again. But finish this off, Scorpio. Or not. Continue to do this. But you'll get that same stuff in the past where you worry, you feel like they stabbed you in the back, you feel like that this isn't going to be 100% of love. Like, you just got to clean it up and move on. And your indecision, just I normally, like, there's a fork in the road card, right? And I always say that all roads lead to Rome. And the reason that I say that is because you can make whatever decision you want to make. You're going to end up where you need to be. So holding off on decision, you're just wasting your time. And I know how painful that can be. And I know how difficult that can be. I've ended a long-term relationship myself. So I get it, 110%. But you just have to make a decision. Listen to your heart, not your head. Your heart will tell you what to do in a second. Because you've thought about it. You know, your heart knows. And another thing you can do too is if you say something out loud, say something like, I want to stay with him or her forever. If you can say it, and it doesn't feel like a lie in your belly, or that you feel like you're going to get sick when you say it, try it. Try it. Try some other statements. Like I just want to, I was going to say I just want to be with my husband forever, you know, or even just try saying, I just love them so much. See how you feel. If there's like any bit of little ooze in there, it's probably not for you. So, Scorpio, I want to thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like the content I create, please like, subscribe, and share. The like button looks like this. It's just below the video. If you subscribe, you'll be notified anytime I upload a new reading, which is weekly. Oh, and you get a spirit animal card. And your spirit animal is the white raven spirit. Trust in magic. So while you're going through all this junk, and I'll say it's junk, it might not be the most comfortable point in your life, just trust in magic. Trust in yourself, for sure. Trust in your own stability. Trust in that you're making a new decision, that be this fool, embrace this new energy, you know? I know you gotta clean this thing up, but clean it up and move on. Don't wallow in it. I feel like you've wallowed in this for a long time. So, Scorpio, thank you so much. I hope you have a great week, and until you watch me again, I just wish you lots of peace, love, and light. Thank you.